Hey everybody, it's Greg. I tell you, this week's analysis was spot on. You never know. You go through the charts and see where support resistances and trends and come to the best guess, best analysis you can come to as to what are the probabilities of what's happening, and then you see if it actually how it plays out. So part of that was the Russell coming out of this pattern and going up. And then yesterday there was like this hiccup. It gaps down like other things did. And most other things recovered and did well, which suggested they'd go up today. And in the middle of the day yesterday in the green room, I was saying, well, you know what? If this thing can come back and turn into a bottoming tail bar, and that's going to be a great sign that it can go up. And granted, it's got this congestion there, but this is a great lesson in demand overcoming supply at the right time. Because while we look to the left and see that there's that supply there, it just blasted through it. You can see on the 65-minute chart like it wasn't even there. And so that is strength. And there isn't even a lot of volume. There isn't a lot of volume. So looks like ideally we'll get a wide range bar at the end of the day. It's stalled up here so far, just going sideways. You can see on the 15-minute chart. But if it can hold on to the gain, yeah, Monday we may get an inside day in a 1, 2, 3. But overall, this pattern is saying it's going to go up. What could change that? A close under today's low early next week. That's the unknown. There's no point in even thinking it other than to say, where would this trade go wrong? And that's where our stop loss would be, of course. So this looks great. Like it's going to go higher. Part of our analysis was, can the transports come off of these lows here and start to participate, and the markets would like that and go up? That's happening. So firing on another cylinder there. Part of the analysis was, what if oil can stall up here at resistance? It did, came down, gave some relief, and now it's come back up again. We'll see what it's going to do. Might chop around a little bit. You can see it's stalled here on the 15-minute. Maybe it rolls over. We'll see. Right now it's in this resistance area and had a big move. A little more intermediate term, the move off of this low could be inflation concerns, but could be just turmoil in the Middle East, and maybe something gets resolved there in some minor way and oil drops again. It's very news influenced here at the moment, so we'll see what happens there. We're looking for interest rates to stall up here and roll over, and they initially did. They came back up. The markets kind of brushed it off, and now they look like they might come in a little bit, and some movement in lower interest rates would be helpful. We were looking for financials to break out since they were up at the top of the range as a positive sign. That occurred today, and they're moving up. We wanted to see regional banks move up. They're moving up. Looks like they can come up to the top of the range. Semiconductors, they were grinding the way up. They come up to resistance. So far, they're holding it there. There's a lot of catch-up trades like the Rambus mentioned. I don't know if I mentioned here yesterday. We mentioned in the room. That looks like it's going to go up. It is going up. Intel looks like it could bring up the rear. Gap down a little today. It's holding up relatively well. AMAT looks like it could go up. So all of these, just based on the patterns right now, should continue to move up and help move technology up. LRCX, that looks like it should take out the high and be able to move up. This one I mentioned the other day, moving up nicely. I did the review on some breakout patterns. It formed a 1, 2, 3. That's moving up. Cisco was another one. That's moving up. This one I thought could take out the highs, and it did a little bit, and it came back in. So that one's definitely dogging it. This one broke out and coming in. So look, not every single one of them are going to work out. Here's another one that worked out. Similar patterns. So as we get into the end of the day, I'd like to see the markets, do well. The S&P, moving back up to the highs. They're backed off here a little bit, not a big deal. Pre-market this morning, I talked about the big open interest in call options up above there at 5,800. They bumped their head on that and, came back in a little bit. And so now, it took that out. I'm looking at the 65-minute chart. What was resistance should become support. So if it drifts down here a little bit, and ideally it'll hold in the middle of that bar, give or take, and then move back up again. And that's it. So far, things are looking pretty good. Financials are doing good. Tech looks pretty good. XLK. Do I have that in here? I'm sure it looks like the Qs. We'll take a look at it. Little stall there, but took out the resistance area. It's just stalled there. It looks like it can do well. Insurance or those regional banks and other banks. And hey, block looks great. Look at that. A consolidation, wide range bar. That is a go. We'll wait till the latter part of the day here. Make sure it ends like that, but that looks great. So we'll be scanning for more things here this afternoon. We'll update in the text, in the telegrams, and of course in the room. And if you have any questions, email us, Greg and Dan at Master Trader.